Testing. System ready.
Okay guys, back in the Camaro. Quick little DIY mod, do it yourself. And this time we're going to be hot wiring my radar detector. I had this radar detector 2 years now. I got it soon after I got the Camaro. It came with the standard wire that plug that goes into the cigarette lighter, like so. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's just my Camaro or everybody else's Camaro, but the cigarette lighter I have that's by my gauge pack in front of my shifter is very tight. And I guess from removing the plug and putting it back in, it literally squeezes the plug. And so last time I pulled it out, I was putting my little air compressor that comes with the car in to put a little air in my tires. It snapped. The plug itself that goes into the cigarette lighter snapped. I couldn't repair it. What I ended up doing was I took apart the plug itself, what was left of it. I got the fuse out of it, and I took the plug apart, removed it, stripped it down to these two wires. Your hot wire where you need to get your power from, and your ground wire. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wire in the fuse. I'm going to get some more wire. Wire in the fuse to this, so it'll be this goes to one end of the fuse. Another end of the wire comes out from the other end of the fuse. I'm going to have that wrapped up and protect it. And then I'm going to find a fuse in here that's going to provide the right amount of voltage inside the fuse box. And have my radar detector wired in over here in the corner instead of in the center now. So that when the car is powered on, it too is powered on. Now, I could have wired through the dome light up here. Pull this panel down, it's got the home link module and everything in there, and could have wired in through there. But I decided not to. It was a little simple for me. Instead of having to splice wires or anything like that, which I didn't really want to do, just put it in over here on the driver's side, and there's a panel right here full of fuses that I can use and grounding points. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll see if it works. Stay tuned, guys. What we got here. Now, I'm not saying do what I do. Definitely not saying that, but I'm not saying that at all. There's kits you can buy to do this, but I'm doing it kind of bootleg way. But anyway, I got speaker wires outside that had these ends on them. So what I did was I cut those off, exposing this wire. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire this like so. Now these are 2 different gauge wires, but I think it'll get the job done. The reason I wanted to use this was because this end, I can put this into the fuse area and draw power easily without just putting open wire. And I can also get a bolt that'll fit into this one and mount it onto the frame to be my grounding point. Sorry for the movement. I was on a tripod, but it's a tight space, so no tripod for the second part. But I did make the custom harness, and I'm about to show you guys. So anyway, this is what I did. I took this side panel off on the Camaro. Now this isn't just for the Camaro. You can do this with any car. With any car, if you want to hot wire your radar, you can do that. And so I got my radar placed up there. I'm probably going to angle it a little bit differently. Probably, it's facing traffic more so than corner here. But this is what I did. The white wire, which I told you was the ground, taped in and soldered. This is speaker wire. This goes to my amp. And I don't know if you guys can make that out, but there's a bolt right there. There it is. There's a bolt right there, and I put that little end piece under that bolt, screwed it in tight. It ain't going nowhere. It's tight. Now this second part is right here. Now, excuse me with the bad looking harness. I'll probably go back because I got to do some changes here, but here is the built harness I made. Now in this entanglement of electrical tape is a fuse. The fuse that actually came with, that was inside the wire for the actual radar itself. So I'm just reusing everything. Looking into the fuse panel here, I looked at the underside of it and got all the list of the fuses. Unfortunately, this end does not fit in this 20 millimeter fuse thing I want to use here. So the fuse placement holder here that I'm trying to get it in, it won't fit in there alongside with the fuse. And that was going to be perfect because I want to be able to have it go on and off as I give the car power. But instead I'm going to have to use a spare 30 amp, which is right here, and I'm going to...
Testing. System ready.
You see that? Now unplug it. I pull it out, put it in there.
Testing. System ready.
So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to wire it like that. There's a fuse in between it though, and so I'm going to go ahead and seal the deal
Testing.
here.
System ready.
And seal the deal. And it's in there. It's in there tight. So I'm gonna clean up these wires, whatnot. You know, this wire, rather, my custom harness that I made, and you know, make sure that this is, you know, somewhat clean. It's not bad now actually. So I'll probably pull that little pigtail down, and just got a little wire coming out of the dash there, and you don't see it. It's out of the way. I get my plug back here. If I put anything in there, which I doubt I will, but I get that back, and there it is, guys. That's how you do it. Now, if you go and get you a better end than I got, which I'm going to do, you can put it into this fuse here. While I'm thinking about it, I don't want to forget this. I took this relay out. You can slide it into, I think it's what it would use anyway, the power outlet fuse, which was those two yellow ones that are behind the relay that I just put in. The power outlet fuse, which are 20 amps, and if you get one that's skinny enough that can fit in alongside those, you can put that in alongside the power outlet and get the same power essentially as if you were plugged into the power outlet, but you're getting it from the fuse panel, and you still get to use your power outlet. So again, guys, that was my DIY for today. Something simple for you guys. You can do it. You can do it in any car you want to. It doesn't have to be a Camaro. The same premise applies.